guys, so I'm going to start a new album, and this is the one that I did a preview for, and the paper is from My Mind's Eye and it's brown paper packages. Sadly, this has been discontinued. I found this in a local surplus store, so not sure why it was discontinued. To me it's just very classic and timeless, but it's beautiful paper. So unlike the last album, I forgot to show you what pages you would need. So for pages 1 and 2, you are going to need the main base 1 and 2, 2 triangle flip pages with their mats, the small pocket with the mats, the envelope, and it has all of its mats, as well as the envelope insert with mats, a pocket insert with the mat. This is just a scrap piece of paper that I'm using for kind of a connector on pages, and it is 2 2/16 of an inch by 2.5. And then I just cut a scrap piece of paper to leave a little border on 2 sides. And this is the side base insert, which you will find under the main base in the files, with its mat, and then a pocket insert with the mat, the trifold insert, which has all of its mats, a triangle pocket with the mats, and a medium flip page with mats. So let's get started with our main base. Let's grab my tape here. So we'll get some tape on. Pretty much everything I already have prepared and ready to go. I did this album in January as a class. I had 7 ladies here for the day, and they completed the album in the day, which was pretty rewarding. The only thing they had to do was add their photos and whatever embellishments they were going to use. So we'll get rid of the tape, as well as my pokey tool. We'll add some glue stick and make sure this is going the right way. Okay, lost my phone folder. Oh, there it is. need are our triangle pages. And with this one, okay, managed to get a bubble in there. I accidentally put my tape on this side. We want it on this side. The normal. Okay, I figured out my problem, and what I did is I had that wasn't a main base, that was actually a side insert. So I've trimmed it down, and we'll try this again. This is actually a kit that I had prepared for my class, and one of the ladies had to cancel at the last minute. And this actually turned out to be good because we pulled some parts from it when some ladies had a couple little mistakes. And, and then I just cut some new pieces, but I had them mixed up because they were no longer in order because we were pawing through them all day. So I'll get this time. Oops. There we go. Just ink up this and more tape on this one. Doesn't matter how much you prepare, things can always go sideways. Glue. Try this again. Those two doors. So we can go ahead and put on our mats. Now, because these ones had already been cut out before I discovered my mistake, this isn't coming right over, but in the SVG cuts it does. It's all been corrected. And these pages, because this was directly this is the actual corner of the page. I cut out the mat and then I laid it on my paper and traced it out so that I had the pine cones and the bows exactly where I wanted it. So I'll just glue these on. I won't glue this one on yet because we're going to put a magnet to hold the little fastener. Wow, my glue went nuts there. I think this is still my favorite glue. It's the Beacon Fabri-Tac. So that is that side, and we have the joy on the inside. And I did the same with this one because it as well was right on the edge of the paper. Okay. Now, where did I put the little fastener? This is actually for the back, I believe. Yes. So this is going to be centered here. Okay. I think I better get a different glue bottle. And this one I will line it up and then trim it. And this, I think, will be put away. This I will just cut with scissors instead of getting out my cutter. And that will just fit right in there. Don't know why the glue bottles do that from time to time. Don't know if there's an air pocket in there that's pushing it out or what that's all about. magnets. So, put one there. Tape. Okay. Not easy to separate those guys. Want it on that side or the other side? The other side. Oh no, I can't do it on that side. Okay. I jumped the gun on that, but this works fine. Okay. Yep. Now we can put these on. Come on, glue. That's more like it. Well, that's a lot of magnets. And the inside. I think I'm just too impatient. Okay, so that's the front pages, and then we have a pocket. Yeah. Again, these are the original prototypes before I made changes. Having that class was wonderful for that, to find out all the little flaws that needed to be corrected. And the ladies were so wonderful about it. I just want to attach attach this right at the bottom. If you can put it in just a little bit from the fold, that works best. Look right. There we go. Got a little bit too much of the glue stick. And the mat. Maybe I'll leave this on its side. I don't think there's enough in it to make it go crazy. Have it oozing all over. And it's nice when your paper doesn't have a direction. You don't have to really fuss with it. Oh, you are going to leak. Okay. So now I have pocket insert. It's amazing how quickly you can put this together once you have your pieces cut out. Again, for me, paper selection is what takes me longer than anything. And this paper doesn't have a direction, so just put it on. Right in there. Now the envelope, which is... Okay, so now we're going to do the envelope. This paper is slightly different than the other paper because you need 12 by 12 for the envelope. Everything else I did on 8.5 by 11 paper. So we're going to score down the center. And then we are going to score across the top. This will be the top of the envelope. And then the bottom. And this is the bottom flap. And the side. And this one is 1/2 inch. This is really stiff paper. Okay. We're going to fold everything in. I'm going to put tape on the 2 tabs. get it close to your score line, but not too close. Like that one. Okay, and because part of this is going to be inked on the inside, I like to ink this first because it will be really difficult to do it afterwards. And you don't have to do any inking if you choose not to. And this one here would be pretty difficult if you did it after. And I think all the rest will be good to do afterwards. Backing and apply a little bit of glue and the same here. A bit of glue. So I find it easiest to fold this over. You can trim the corners on this if you like. And I did not do a good job of scoring there. I got it a little bit off. Just trim these a little bit. Just takes a little bit of bulk out. Oh, did I ever mess that up? Okay. Yeah. Well, we will just live with it. I do have one here that is together and proper, so I will switch to it. Now we can put on our mats. This does not have a mat for the back, but that is super easy to do. You just take your front mat and lay it on and just mark here and here. And very quickly you can trim that out. It's not the one I'm trimming, it's this one. You can always use the back for another photo if you don't want to put a mat on. I don't usually mat the backs of my envelopes, so I didn't make a template, but it's just that simple if you want one. And again, you don't have to do the inking. I just find that it finishes it off nice. And mainly it gets rid of the white edge. Okay. So we will start with the front. think this completed one is a prototype one. It's not the exact match. I really need to throw my prototypes out when I'm done with them. That lines up well. Come on, glue. Okay, I can see that was even hand cut. So that's that part. Now we have the insert for the envelope. And I find the easiest way to make sure you're getting this right in the center is to just put it on your scoreboard or up against something that you know is square. And then line it up. And do it that way. And we'll ink this up. And just have to glue these on. And there we have the insert for the envelope. And that will just tuck right into, oh, I should have done the white, oh well. And that is our first page done. This I will get to afterwards when I cut up the sheet of cut aparts. So now the back of page 1.